let's talk about gestures and acts of kindness that we can offer to our partner. So many of us know personally that we like it when someone who we care for, and specifically our romantic partner, does something kind for us. That might be getting us a glass of water. That might be offering to pick something up at the store. That might be holding a door open. That might be giving a hug. There's all different ways that we enjoy receiving acts of kindness, gestures from our partner. This can also be gestures that are appreciation, gratitude about us. We all know we like that, right? I've never met anyone who didn't like that. Now, we can also learn to give that. So what does that look like in your relationship? What does it look like for you to do something, a small thing, a small gesture, a small kindness for your partner? What would that be like for you? You can write it in the chat below, you can write it in your journal, and let's consider how that might help your relationship. When we know that our partner is thinking about us enough to get us a beverage when they're getting a beverage, or to consider not waking us up and they do something in the room to make it so that we can keep sleeping. These are acts of kindness. They're simple, they're every day, but those gestures are so loving. So when we become aware of this as a practice that we can empower in ourselves, then we can do this for the other person. So I'd love you to just think right now, is it in the morning time? Is it when you're out? Does it have to do with your home or the car? Does it have to do with your partner likes to stay in bed on the weekend? Or what is it? What's a part of your life, your relationship, where it would be easy to make this gesture, this act of kindness for them? And take your time, write it down. Feel free to pause the video so you can think and feel and know and get this down on paper for yourself or on the computer. And now let's look at another way that we can really strengthen our relationship and our skills in the relationship. So this would be our words. How do we use words to create more meaning and purpose in our relationship? So to do this, you might want to ask yourself, what do I want most in my relationship? What do I want? Kindness? Do I want us to feel connected? And state that using some words that are like an inner intention you're setting. Now, what would that inner intention feel like through your whole body? So just say it internally and feel it. So I'll give you an example. My inner intention is um, I want us to be deeply emotionally connected. And so that means I want to listen to their emotions. I want them to listen to my emotions. And I want us to both feel comfortable and safe sharing emotionally. So I'm going to take that into my body and see what my body feels when I share that intention to be safe sharing emotionally. And it feels expansion. That's a good sign. That means my body agrees. I'm in I'm in harmony with that intention. So that's a way you can kind of check if your intention resonates with you physically and energetically in your body. Now, when we have one that resonates with us, how would we like to communicate that to our partner? And sometimes this shifts the intention a little bit with the language. It might just be I want you to know that I'm always here to share emotionally. So if there's anything you want to share with me, I want to listen. I want to hear you. I want to be here for you emotionally. So it's like an offer we're making. It might be a question we ask, like, um, I'd really love to share something that's going on for me and on the feeling level. Is this a good time for us to connect that way? So, that would be when we want to be the one sort of sharing that emotional experience. It might be that you and your partner can find an intention or a meaning purpose statement together for your relationship. This can also be really helpful if we're co-parenting. What's our purpose as co-parents together? So that we resonate with those words deeply. We embody that and we share that also externally in our communications. Now, there are other words that can be very helpful in the relationship. These might be words of gratitude, what you appreciate about the other person, what you're grateful for. So words of appreciation might be kind of like compliments, pointing out what you value and appreciate in them. I love how you're an amazing dog parent or real or person parent, or I love that you, when we go on walks, you pick up the trash on the path. I think that's just wonderful that you care about the environment and the community. Or I love that you love to run. I love that you're a runner. Whatever it is, or I love your eyes, or I love the tone of your voice. Whatever it is, appreciating your partner makes an impact, helps them to feel your love. And I know you like to be appreciated, right? We all like to be appreciated in some way. So find out the way your partner likes to be appreciated and then give to them in that way. When it comes to gratitude can be supported in different ways. One way is to have times when you share memories that you appreciate. So reminding each other of a great day, a great trip together, a wonderful time in your life if you've been together a while. Gratitude can be very simply, I am so grateful for you. So there's many different ways we can share gratitude. We can also share gratitude together for being alive, for being able to take a walk, for enjoying our children or our garden or whatever it is grow, right? This coming together to be grateful is very strengthening, just like that appreciation and the words of purpose for the relationship. This is all ways that our language, our words support our connection and our harmony together. Another way that we can really empower our relationship is the physical. So this could be through hugs, through a daily kiss, no matter what, one kiss, make it good, make that kiss the way you want that kiss to be. If you're not ready for the kiss, it could be holding hands. It could be cuddling. If the kiss is no problem, then you can go further. So at whatever level feels right now in your relationship, honoring the physical and starting where you're comfortable, but really making it an intention and a reality as a practice so that it could come along with the greeting that you're doing. It could be, spontaneous, or it could be planned out. So you decide what works for you, but you take charge. You be the one to make that offer at that physical level. You don't have to ask for more, especially if your partner's not wanting more. Make the physical at the level that your partner wishes for. That doesn't mean that if you're, let's say, not ready for more physical, that you should do that. That's not what I mean. But I mean that, let's say your partner is not interested in sex at the moment. Ask them, is it okay if we have a daily hug? Get that permission. Be on the same page. ask them, would you like to practice a daily kiss together? And it's important that this not create pressure on either person to be more physical than they want to be, more intimate that they want to be, but instead that it's a practice of easing back. If you've been separate at the physical level for a while, it's a way to ease back into that physical connection in in a way that's comfortable, in a way that's loving and empowering and sharing and connected, and also where you are getting that permission, you're making sure that it's happening at the speed and the level that's comfortable for the two of you. Okay. And so when we put together all of these different practices, you might be like, oh my gosh, I have too much to do now. I can't handle all that. Choose one a day or combine a few, like give a hug and tell your partner something you appreciate at the same time. It'll take you 15 seconds. Or you might um, practice that act of kindness, bringing them something, offering them something, and at the same time giving them an appreciation or sharing your gratitude or your shared purpose for the relationship. You can really combine these practices into one, and they take less than a minute, but that minute a day builds into a much greater sense of harmony, and it's really reassuring. So if there's been any separation, whether that's in the same home or in separate homes, this is a way to ease back into that daily commitment to each other, that daily connection. It might not be commitment yet, but it's a practice of coming back into flow as a couple and offering those gifts of love, of appreciation, of honoring, of connecting, that when things are going badly in a relationship, those gifts are not being exchanged. Those gifts are like far off in the future. So all we have to do is pick up those gifts and start using them to join together again and have that empowered love again that we know that we can have. It just takes these daily practices. Let me know what you're committing to. So if you can share in the chat what you commit to, or take some time now and write it down and make it easy, make it less than 1 minute a day so that you're able to really do it. All right. I will see you next time, and I can't wait to hear the stories and the shares about the ways that you are committing and acting on these kind gestures, these loving moments together.